bids, it look like I'm just gonna keep on getting rich. Know them West Side RSCs is us. LAPD on my dick, I'ma squeeze and bust.
Nipsey Hustle, a Grammy-nominated rapper, was shot to death over the weekend in Los Angeles. His death is being mourned not just because of the loss of a promising talent. It was also a blow to the African-American community in South LA, where he had turned his life around dramatically and was working to improve opportunity for others. He's the focus of our arts and culture segment tonight, Canvas.
We bought the lot, man, but I don't know how we did it, you know? And that was a big thing for bro, man, because he used to sell CDs out the trunk. You know, he used to be in that parking lot, and they used to try to kick him out of the lot. And y'all know what we went through with the police in that lot. And I don't know if anybody knows, we had got a 30-day notice. And they was kicking us out of all the businesses that we own in the lot. And the owner was like, man, I'm so sorry. The district attorney and the police, they putting pressure on us. They said we could lose this property if we don't kick you guys out the lot. I remember this used to be a vacant lot, and people used to be scared to rent the lot. You guys came here, you changed it. People are pulling up. Every lot is rented. And at this point, if you guys still are interested in buying a lot, you know, rather than kick you guys out, we're willing to sell it to you. So at this point, man, you know, we was all broke. Nip had money invested everywhere, and we shook hands and said we do want to buy the lot. We didn't know how we was gonna do it, honestly. And Nip went on a scramble. I went on a scramble. Tapped in with JP, the whole team, and I honestly don't know how we did it, but we was able to close and get the lot, and Nip was so proud of that and so happy of that accomplishment.
Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti said, "Our hearts are with the loved ones of Nipsey Hustle and everyone touched by this awful tragedy. LA is hurt deeply each time a young life is lost to senseless gun violence."
I went through my emails yesterday, and I found the original email requesting from Nipsey and Rock Nation, requesting to me to set up.
Got to roll the dice, that's why all my life I've been grinding all my life, look, all my life, been grinding all my life, sacrifice, hustle pay the price, want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why all my life I've been grinding all my life.
With the department to help improve communication, relationships, and work towards changing the culture and dialogue between LAPD and the inner city. We want to hear about your new programs and your goals for the department, as well as how we can help stop gang violence and help you help kids. So it takes time to set up meetings. We did. It was set up for yesterday. And the chief called me on Sunday and told me, this was 15 minutes after, that that Nipsey Hustle had been assassinated, been murdered. This horrible thing happened one day before we were going to have this meeting. Why couldn't we have had the meeting the day before instead of the day after?
But one thing we don't respect is how the LAPD came through and took our Brinks truck. We putting on for the city, we showing love, we raising the expectation of young niggas that come out the hood, and we don't understand why the police want to hate on that. But guess what? We're going to turn the negative into a positive. So the Brinks truck is back in LA, it's back in our possession. All-Star weekend, we turning up.
Nipsey Hustle was riding a career high. Born Ermias Ashkadam, the West Coast rapper's debut album Victory Lap won widespread praise and a Grammy nomination last year for Best Rap Album. As a teen, he belonged to a gang called the Rollin' 60s. His music drew on that past.
All my life, been grinding all my life.
And how he turned his life around.
Spoke some things into the universe and they appeared. I say it's worth it, I won't say it's fair.
Even as his star rose, Nipsey Hustle became an entrepreneur, working to revitalize the Crenshaw neighborhood of Los Angeles, where he was born and raised.
Right now we on 59th and 3rd Ave. I grew up a couple blocks from here.
Last year, he partnered with the brand Puma to renovate a local elementary school's playground and basketball courts. Hustle was deeply involved in Destination Crenshaw, an open-air public art project in the neighborhood that begins construction this spring. Last year, the rapper opened a shared working space called Vector 90. It's designed to connect young talent in impoverished communities with opportunities in Silicon Valley. Hustle also owns several businesses in the neighborhood where residents mourned his death overnight.
Been there from day one. We started off selling CDs in the trunk of the car 16 years ago, and we just purchased the building, just bought the whole building. So it's been 16 years in the making. Me and Nipsey was talking, and the dude that shot him, he came and shook our hands, said he was a rapper and all this old bullshit. Shook our hands, the dude went and got his burger, he left. When he left, I went and took my food in. As soon as I took my food inside the building, the dude came back around the building. So I might have left Nipsey's side maybe 3 seconds. I left him maybe approximately about.
All right, so now we are in front of Nipsey Hussle's store. Now you can see a lot clearer. There's the camera right there, folks. It's right there in front of you. Zooming up. There's one camera. Look at it. And it's actually pointing directly, so Eric Holder, he would have been right in front of that camera. And look, also, Nipsey Hussle has a camera inside his store. Wow, where's that footage? Okay, and then there's a third camera. Wow, look, 3 cameras already.
Thanks for being here, Cowboy. As I understand, you said you were actually there at the Marathon clothing store the night that Nipsey got shot. What can you tell us about that night, and what do you remember?
Just a lot of emotions going on. The whole city's erupted. We all been in tears, mourning Nipsey. Ever since that day, it's just been like an endless dream, you know, a nightmare, you know. But there's a lot of good that's been coming out of it. A lot of peace in the city. The LAPD, they've been there for us. The Muslims, they've been there for us. The city council members that came down. The city, everybody, the whole city, everybody's been supportive.
So, do you mind me asking where exactly you were that night that the shooting happened?
Well, I was talking to Nipsey from the time he got to that parking lot. I was out there talking to him. I had just got my food, and I left to the break room to put my food down for a short minute amount of time, and that's when the guy came up and shot him.
So when you came back, Nipsey was
on the ground, and the guy was breaking up out of there. You know, so I ran straight to Nipsey and held him, make sure he was breathing. He was still breathing. He had a bullet hole right here. I kept my hand in that right there. He had one right here. He was fighting. He fought. You know, you can see he was fighting. He wasn't trying to go nowhere. He was fighting. He fought the whole way up until the ambulance came and got him. He fought. He's a fighter.
And what were you telling him in those moments that you were holding him and making sure he was there?
I was basically just praying, and if his eyes start to roll back a little bit, I say, wake up, and he just kind of snapped back out of it. Like he was kind of losing consciousness and coming back. So I say he was fighting. He's just constantly fighting for us. So I just prayed, and I shaking him, and telling him, you know, wake up, stay up. So
this asshole right here. Okay, Eric Holder, the man accused of murdering beloved rapper Nipsey Hussle, pleaded not guilty. However, according to our sources, he planned to confess to the murder and give details about why he did it. Holder claims that the government hired him to gun down Nipsey Hustle in front of his store and promised he would be paid a check for $75,000. Well, Holder is not pleased with the way the deal went south, and now from behind bars, he has revealed that he was contacted by the government to kill Nipsey Hustle.
In this biz, it look like I'm just gonna keep on getting rich. Know that Westside RSCs is us. LAPD on my dick, I'ma squeeze and bust. If a rap nigga diss, Swiss cheese is bust. All this rap money, nigga, look, I need too much. Money, loyalty, and love, in the dream we trust. You'll be switching up the players on your team too much.